This is an Urban League of the Upstate. Project Ready TV special presentation.
National Urban League presents Emerging Voices from the Pandemic. Students speak out. Across the United States, students like me were able to tell our stories about learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Connected students asked the questions while disconnected and reconnected students shared their lived experiences. There's a lot to learn from us. Are you ready? True stories, real students, useful recommendations.
School was very important to me before COVID. Now it's just like I have to get up every morning at 7:30, eat my breakfast, sit at the computer for 9 hours, and the classes are really 90 minutes of just people just talking to a screen and none of my classmates are listening.
How prepared were you after that Friday? I remember that Friday of getting out of school and knowing that you wouldn't be in that school building for a very long time.
Yeah, that Friday it's probably one of the best Fridays, but the weirdest Fridays. We started getting things on social media. And I'm like, what is this? It was like 2 weeks out of school. That's good. I can go home, go to sleep.
Right.
Play some video games, talk to more of my friends. But 2 weeks turned to a whole year. And that whole year, things just start to get boring and slow down. Things start getting everything started getting shut down. Schools, parks, movie theaters. It was just like, we was forced to stay in the house. And it was really nothing we could do about it.
Right. It's kind of hard coming from a actual school building and being homeschooled. This is homeschooling. This is literally something that we have never experienced before, and to just jump us out into something like that takes discipline. It takes a lot of focus.
I'm gonna become a senior next year, and I can't really focus. I have been cheating myself. Well, we all been cheating ourselves, but just looking up the answers online and really not learning anything. So
you're saying the resources that were there are just given to us, so it makes us not work as hard anymore because we're virtual.
Yeah, we don't really work as hard as we used to, like in elementary school, middle school. We're just like, hey, we're here now, let's get this over with and move on.
So how would you describe your school experiences before COVID?
I would describe my school experience pretty amazing, you know. I was at the peak of my career in baseball. I was getting good grades. Not average grades, but great grades, like all A's, 4.0. I was just having fun and being me.
And then when virtual schooling came, it went downhill from there?
Yeah, it really did, you know. It messed up my mental health because my mental health was perfect before COVID, and now it's just like I have to get back to where I am now. Always social with everybody. I will always be happy and be joyful to just be in class. Every morning, I'll give my teachers a hug, give them a compliment, and go to my next class.
Right. So you're saying that the lack of being around other people and seeing other people did not help with your mental health?
Yeah. It's like being around people I just like being around people, and not being able to see my friends and teachers or just the school building is really messing up my mental health because I love school and school is who I am.
What were some of your challenges that you faced before COVID?
And some of the challenges was losing my friends, Naya and Jamar, to a car accident the exact same week. Naya pushed me to be great. No matter what happens, no matter what was going on in my life, I had to be great and not give up and just keep pushing. Jamari, he's told me to be brave and confident because he knew that one day I'll be in this position I am today, a great person, getting a lot of opportunities and chasing my dreams and never slowing down.
Yes, I understand. It was very heartfelt to experience something like that as a young person at our school, and just being able to know that these people were so great and had great potential, and knowing that they will never be forgotten, and we love them. In what ways would you think your teachers could have helped you to become connected?
The ways they could help me become connected is engaging, like having fun in class. Because no one wants to sit in a 90-minute class and just learn.
Right, especially when you are in one spot for over, 6-7 hours?
Exactly. Like, do you not understand? My mom made a whole desk for me to just sit there and learn. I can't do it. Like, at least have us do warm-ups that involve us interacting, or breakout rooms to get to know our classmates, or cahoots. Like,
right.
Something to make class fun again, because class is no longer fun because no one wants to participate, including me.
So what motivated you to stay in shape during COVID?
I do the same routine every day after school sometimes, not all the time. I work out every day. It starts by doing 100 push-ups at night, then 50 in the morning. I'll run up and down the hill at least 10 times, hit off the tee, go lift the weights in my backyard, Justice, in the backyard. Yeah, I don't need a gym.
Okay.
I'm ripped.
Okay.
My little brother, yeah, he pushes me every day. That's why I love him. That's why I love my little brother. He's like a best friend.
So overall, what are your goals?
Try and regain what I had before. Mental health, my strong mental health, my happiness. I just need to regain everything I had before all of this mask and COVID shots and stuff. I just need to regain everything I had.
is an urban league of the Upstate. Project Ready TV special presentation.
National Urban League presents Emerging Voices from the Pandemic. Students speak out. Across the United States, students like me were able to tell our stories about learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. Connected students ask the questions, while disconnected and reconnected students share their lived experiences. There's a lot to learn from us. Are you ready? True stories, real students, useful recommendations.
So, Kyra, what would you say is one of your biggest challenges you faced in school before COVID?
One of my biggest challenges was my mental health. I've been in counseling for like 7 years for my depression on and off. And also my home life because me and my family really don't get along that well. So that really affected me wanting to even do any homework or school, because when I don't have any like passion for school, I'm not interested in learning. But it would have been nice for somebody like my family to support me more and encourage me more than just point out my flaws, you know? I feel like when we were younger, we were our true selves, like we were really who we were. And as we grew up, a lot of people would be like, no, stop that. You talk too much or you do too much, you know? And I remember being a kid, if I would try to share something with somebody and they would just be like, no, like I could feel my soul like leave my body. Like that would hurt me. Like I was like, wow. Dang. So I started like changing myself and trying to be more of the person they wanted me to be and not who I was meant to be. So I think it doesn't matter your race, your ethnicity, your gender. We're all different people on the inside, our souls.
How has the pandemic impacted your experiences with school or your learning style?
The pandemic, it impacted me because I already had a rough time being physically in class, like paying attention and getting my work done. So now I'm at home, laying in my bed, chilling. Why would I want to? What would motivate me to open up a laptop and go to school? So I think your environment matters a lot. I try to log on, I try to do the work, I try to go to the Zooms. It's just I don't have any motivation because I think, wow, when am I ever going to need this? Every day I think that. I'm like, I'm not going to need this. I'm wasting my time. I could be doing what I love to do, making money, but I'm sitting here on a laptop, depressed.
What do you think the purpose of school is?
I think the purpose of school is to create workers, honestly. But I think school needs more options for the more creative, artistic children because we struggle and like a lot of us are shunned and like put to the side for like even scholarships and those things because we're not good at the regular stuff, you know, the stuff that usually people like give scholarships for.
Maybe if schools were more like Freedom School, you know, because we both went to that. We both know what that's like. Do you think if schools were more like that, would you be more involved?
Yes, I love Freedom School. Freedom School, they care. I feel like they should have made Freedom School for the disconnected kids because when you have Cheers and Chants doing that in the morning, that like wakes your spirit up and gets you more motivated to like learn. And then also with us being in little classes, that kind of helped you get more comfortable with people. Some people are shy. Some people have like social anxiety. I have social anxiety. And you basically go into your class and you read. And you read books about, I would say Black people, about Black history, about not only Black people, but about people who are struggling, about the less fortunate. And you write about it and you talk about it, and you get in groups with your friends who are like in the same similar age group as you, and you have games. And each level basically comes up with their own performance on what they learned throughout the summer program. And they perform it in front of their families, their friends. It's a big event. We had a whole movie. We had a whole theater show. I think a lot of disconnected students like to do more hands-on work, like be more hands-on and do things that they're passionate about. So I think as a whole, if they try to learn more about the children and not try to stick to the status quo and like say, hey, what are your passions? What do you want to do? That would be better for them as a person so they can go in their path, not everybody else's path.
What advice would you give to your teachers and principals about how to support kids during remote learning?
My advice is to be understanding. We need to have a bond and a vibe because that helps create a better relationship and helps like the teacher teach students to better understand them. Because like when you have a bond and a vibe, you can start understanding. Like if I'm saying, oh, I don't understand this, you're not going to be like, oh, she's not trying. You're like, oh, I know a Kyra. She's been working on this and she's going through that. So then that helps them communicate better with the student.